Sure We Can is a community center, a sustainability hub, and a nonprofit organization based in East Williamsburg. We serve primarily the community of canners, people who collect and redeem deposit-marked beverage containers in order to earn income.
I must be feeding about probably the 4th generation of cats, because I've been feeding them for 30 years now. So I fed the mothers and the kittens, and then the kittens growing up and they had kittens, and I've been feeding all of them. So I think I've been feeding about 4 or 5 generations of them, all in the same areas, all the same spots all the time. They always know that I'm coming, so they all run out from underneath the walls and stuff. And they all run to greet me halfway, and then they follow me back to where they're at. So I usually put the food out for them. Doesn't matter what temperature or what the condition is. It was like 10 inches of snow. I just brought my shovel and just cleared the path for them. And I still fed them even in the snow. So it doesn't matter what temperature or what the conditions are. I gotta feed them every day. If I miss one day, I start to feel guilty about it. So I make sure I feed them, and when it gets too cold, I make boxes for them. Put like aluminum foil around some of the bubble wrap form around the boxes so that it would be okay, and I put them outside for them. I must have like about 20 or 30 boxes at home, so because people keep throwing them away, so I gotta keep replacing them all the time. I try to keep them warm like that. And if there's any of them injured or sick, I try to capture them and then take them home and then take them to a vet. And if they can't fix them, I try to pay to have them put to sleep then, so they won't be in pain anymore. They help me get outside all the time. I mean, I struggled with agoraphobia for almost 50 years, 60 years. It was feeding them that got me outside all the time, so it kind of got me over the phobia. So it's like, in a way, I kind of owed them for helping me get outside. So once that happened, I just kept on doing it. So they kind of helped me. The shopping cart is like a shield for me. So that's where I can get around the areas and have something in front of me. So it helped me get out. So I kind of owed them one. If it wasn't for that, I'd still be in my house all the time. There's this one big gray cat, and he must be about 20 years old or something like that. I've been feeding him since he was a kitten. He's in the same area all the time. He just always comes up to me, and I've been trying to capture him and bring him home. He doesn't want to go into the carrier. I'm still trying to figure out where to get him home. I don't know if my other cats are gonna relate to him, but I gotta bring him home. He's getting older and older. I don't want him to be out here in this cold that much longer. So I'm gonna see if I could try to capture him again. I was going to another recycling place down on Mika Avenue, and then they closed down. So some of my friends told me about this place, so that's why I came over here. That must have been like about over 20 years ago, I think. No, I think it was 10, because I just want to make sure I have enough money when I leave. So I don't want to come in just for $5 or $6. I have to make sure I have enough. So this way I could buy enough cat food to last me maybe 3 or 4 days before I start again, before I come over here again. Sometimes I go to the supermarket, they got like 10 cans for $6 sales, so kind of stock up on that. 40 cans, like I had 40 cans, but it lasted like 3 days. I have to keep on feeding so many cats. I feed so many colony cats. There's 3 places where there's a mother has like 4 or 5 kittens, and they're grown kittens, but there's like groups of them there. So it's about 15 cats, so 40 cans don't really last that long. Yeah, so I have to buy like about 15 cans plus 2 bags of cat dry food a day for them, and then buy 6 more cans for my cats and another bag dry food for my cats too. So I go to about 30, maybe $30 a day, maybe $40 a day or something like that. So this definitely helps. So I gotta make sure I have enough money. I can't just think about my own cats. I gotta think about them too. Sometimes I have to feed them every day, sometimes every other day, just so I gotta keep the supply going until maybe the next sale in the supermarket. But I feel good when I feed them. I feel horrible when I can't feed them. Like today, I couldn't feed the gray cat. I forgot to feed him today. Now I feel so guilty about it. It just eats away at me. That guilt eats away at me all day long. I just keep thinking about the cat that I didn't feed. So then I have to make sure I feed that cat twice. Give him 2 cans the next day just to make up for the one I missed. It's just so, they're all my regulars. There's no new ones there. It's just all regular ones and the kittens and the kittens that are grown up to like 6 or 7 months old now, cats. So, it's a task.
But you once told me that you also have a relationship, but that also the TNR people, no? That the people are also taking care of colony cats.
Some of them have been rounding them up and getting them fixed, and they keep the younger kittens and bring back the older ones. So that's good. So at least this way they won't get pregnant again. And they let me know when not to feed them those certain days, not to feed them because they're trapping them. But it's always hard for me not to feed them. I always keep doing it anyway. And I said, I gotta stop doing it. They're trying to capture them, but I hate just to let one day go by. But I let them do it. I'll probably feed them until I die. I'll never be able to stop it. There were other people in my neighborhood who used to feed the cats, and they already gave up doing it. They don't do it no more. So now I have to take on the whole responsibility now to try to do it. Everybody else has just given up after feeding them for like months, and they said the cats can't do it no more, so they stopped. So I don't blame them. I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot to keep feeding them.
And do you like only cats, or do you like
dogs? Dogs too. I once found a dog that was so skinny that you could see his rib cage, and he was starving to death. So I brought him home with me, and I fed him and tried to nurse him back. And then I called a rescue group, and they came and got him the next day. So I actually held him in my arm and carried him home with me. I've never seen too many dogs in my neighborhood. My neighborhood only has cats all over the neighborhood. I don't really run into much dogs. But if I ever see one that's in trouble, in need of help, then I'll probably try to find rescue that one too. I can't leave anything. I can't leave any living being outside like that. Any animals like that. So it's just an obsession, that's all.
And have you felt supported by Sure Weekend, but by the staff, by us, and with your story with the cats?
I'm glad about them too. They really help me out. Sometimes they help me with free cat food too. So so that helps. Every time I can get some free cat food, that frees me up with money. So that always helps out when I can get some free food to give them. But I always hate that I always keep asking all the time. So I feel it's my responsibility to take care of them, nobody else's. So I don't want to have to burden them with helping me trying to feed them when I can do it myself. It's a quiet interest, I guess. You're either gonna feel something for them or you don't. People just walk by cats and they don't think nothing of them. Me, I just walk by one and I have to think, where's that cat gonna go? Where is he gonna eat? Where is he gonna be sleeping at? Does he need any help? If I see a stray cat somewhere for the first time, I keep coming back to that same spot to see if I can find him. A new cat just means another mouth I'm gonna have to feed. So I keep looking around. I can never just walk by any cat at all without thinking about helping them. Some of them might be a house cat that was let outside. So I still feed them, even though I can't really tell one from the other. I mean, I'll take my chances that it's a stray, I guess. I'm hoping I always keep hoping it's somebody's cat, so this way they have someplace warm to stay when they come home. It just kills me when there's weather like this. I keep thinking about them all the time. I can't even sleep at night thinking about them. Every time I hear the wind blowing, I keep thinking, oh, my poor babies. Oh, they're just freezing out there. I can't even sleep at night. I just keep looking at the window.
That means that you are a great human, Adam.
It's just, sometimes I wish I could just shut off all these emotions altogether. I wish I didn't have to feel nothing for no one.